Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning and welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. Got a busy show lined up, so let's get started with our weather brought to us by Haney Tactical Center on corner Baldwin Highway 77. High today, they're only predicting 86. Low tonight 74, and the water temperature stays at 84 degrees. Let's go and look at our tide chart, okay? Got a good strong tide. Today, of course, is July the 23rd. We're looking at a really good tide at a high at 10:24 this morning, dropping out really fast this afternoon to 11:15. And I want to go ahead and look at our fishing times today because we've got some video. We may not get back to it. So let's go ahead and look at our fishing times brought to us by Mark Calvert of Edgewater Beach Realty. 832-6000. Give Mark a call for any of your real estate needs. And we're looking at our times today. We're looking at, hold on just a second. We're looking at 1:15 a.m. to 3:15 a.m. and then this afternoon after lunch at 1:47 to 3:47. Okay, that's our times then. Now, let's go and set up our videos because I actually have two videos and two different ones. One is sort of educational, one is sort of entertainment. And the first one will go to the educational one, and it's going to go there and visit the mosquito. I call it mosquito lab out there at FAMU at the end of Frankfort Avenue, and get a really good interview here. Mosquitoes are bad. All this rain we've had, there are a lot of mosquitoes out. So let's try to educate ourselves on this. Okay. Our next one now will be the second video. I'm just going to go from one video into the other. So the second video is going to be a red fishing trip took recently with Mark Howard and Michael, and we just had. And Bill Allen, and we just had a big time. And actually, I'm going to do this in two parts. I'm going to do part one today, and then tomorrow we're going to go ahead and do part two. So, what I want you to notice a couple things about it. I get to really watch some good fishermen and get a video of them. But first of all, the water, the watercolor is still, looks like coffee or tea or however you want to describe it. It's just got a lot of fresh water in it, but there's still fish out there. But also I want you to look at the color of the redfish, and it's sort of, instead of like this redfish right here behind me on this side, it's more of a copper color. Beautiful. Redfish are beautiful this time of the year, and the rainwater and it's just sort of brought out the color, the copper color in them. So I want you to sit back and relax. We've got two videos, and we'll be back. We may come on at the end if we have a chance. If not, we'll be checking in tomorrow. So anyway, mosquitoes, how to control mosquitoes first, and the second one, part one of the red fishing trip with Mark Howard and Michael and with Bill Allen. All right, here we go. Okay, folks, Panhandle Outdoors, parked out here on Robinson Bayou, and we are visiting with the FAMU lab over here on mosquito repellents. Today we're going to this disease ecology and control lab. I'm going in here to meet these folks. I've met them previously. These guys are pretty sharp, so we're gonna come on in. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. We'll start off with the boss over here.
I'm Dr. John Smith, Director of the Public Health Entomology Center for Florida A&M University.
Okay, and you enjoy the outdoors too, right?
Oh, big outdoorsman.
Big outdoorsman,
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of big, okay.
I'm Eric Cope. I'm a lab technician, work for Dr. Smith in disease ecology and surveillance section.
All right.
And I'm Jimmy Walsh. I also work in the same section, disease ecology surveillance section. I'm a lab tech, and I love to pompano fish.
All right. And you're a
too.
big bass fisherman. So we're around some outdoorsmen, and ironically, we're testing these repellents. So basically, you were telling about the four categories. So go ahead and tell us.
Yeah, for outdoorsmen, there are 4 different insect repellents that are recommended by the Centers for Disease Control, and we have the 4 here. One of the largest groups contain DEET, and these 2 brands, Off and Cutters, they're not the only brands of DEET, but they're the most popular products available, and they range in concentration of DEET based on the different products, from a real light, like 7%. If you look in the active ingredient, it'll be something like 7%, real light DEET for a couple hours worth of protection, ranging up to something like this with 23% DEET. Deep Woods Off. A lot of outdoorsmen
Not that
will use the higher concentration. But it'll give you longer repellency, anywhere from 4 to 6, 8 hours, depending on how much you're sweating and that sort of thing. And these others are just sort of in between concentrations. This one, I wanted to point out, contains a actually cornstarch, and it goes on dry instead of the wet kind of feel that you get with most DEET products. It's worth looking at, 15% DEET. And then there are, like I said, Cutter also makes DEET products ranging from the light to the heavier. They come in towelettes as well. And then a newer repellent that just came on the market in the last couple of years ago, sold by Cutter, contains a product called picaridin. And picaridin is just as effective as DEET, but many people say that it doesn't affect their skin the same way for people who have skin sensitivities. By the way, if you use the higher concentrations of DEET, there's more of a chance that you're going to have some sort of skin irritation.
Okay.
So another alternative for people that like herbal repellents, the Centers for Disease Control recommends lemon eucalyptus for repellency, and it works pretty well too, up to, this says 6 hours, but we found it was more like 4 hours of protection. And it's sold, Off makes a product as well called Off Botanicals that contains the same thing. Okay. And then lastly, Skin So Soft. Now this is not the bath oil. This is a special mixture that contains a repellent called IR3535, and it's another option that will give you a couple of hours to 3 hours of protection against any sort of biting insect.
Okay. And you guys used to test these. You were saying y'all used to be the guinea pigs, test your own legs and all, but we don't do it that way anymore.
Right, yeah, we've done a lot of testing on repellents where we actually expose the mosquitoes we rear here in the laboratory on our leg surfaces. And not long ago we got out of that business, and now we use artificial technique for doing that. We'll show you a little bit.
You guys were glad of that, huh?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're now going next door and then
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Okay, here we are in one of our mosquito rearing buildings, actually where we raise mosquitoes for repellent testing. And
Now I've been looking around to make sure none of them are going to get on me, so go ahead.
yeah. Well, anyway, this contraption you see here is the unit that we use to test for mosquito repellents. And what it is a water bath here with a heater and a circulator that takes water from this aquarium and it pumps it through these reservoirs. And these reservoirs have little wells in the top of them that contain blood. We'll put an artificial blood substance in each of these wells, and then we cover the surface with a collagen membrane. It's kind of like a sausage casing. Jimmy has one here. You'll put that on.
So that's depicting the human skin,
Yes.
more or less? Okay.
Okay. After he puts this on, now we have basically an artificial person, if you want to think of it that way. And we'll take a little plastic template that has a very fine cloth on it, and that cloth will be treated. Each of these rectangular squares will be treated with a candidate repellent, and one of them will be left untreated as a control. And this is placed on top of that skin, that artificial skin surface.
Okay.
And then we take this plastic module, it's called a K&D module, that actually is used to hold the mosquitoes and expose them to these rectangles that's on top. They're little doors that open up to expose the mosquitoes to each of the treatments. And they're exposed for like 90 seconds, and we record the data on their biting activity for the various repellents.
Okay.
But Jimmy here will show you how we get the mosquitoes.
All right. Jimmy got the mosquitoes in here, huh?
Well, we got several cages full of mosquitoes right here. They're pretty vicious little guys.
All right, let me
get a pretty good shot of them there. What we'll do is,
Those are yellow fever mosquitoes, by the way.
Are they really?
But they're not infected, they're all clean.
they're all
They're-
laboratory raised. They're totally sterile.
Oh, okay.
That's the mosquito that's transmitting dengue right now in Key West.
Oh, really?
Same one.
Okay.
And what we'll do is we'll put a larger aspirator in here and we'll suck the females up off the side and we'll put them in these clear cages. And that
Okay.
way we can see them because they like to stand on the side, and then we will take this apparatus right here, which is a much smaller aspirator, something we put together ourselves, and we will insert it into the cage here and suck 5 mosquitoes off the side. There's a little screen here that captures them so they can't get out. So once we get them in there, we just put our finger over it and take the cage that you saw out there, the K&D module. We'll take the cork off and we'll blow the mosquitoes in there and then cork it closed, and there's your 5 mosquitoes. We'll have 5 in each well.
Okay.
And then we take them out there and put them on the K&D module we use for testing, like Dr. Smith showed you. And we will open the doors and expose the mosquitoes to the treatments for 90 seconds.
Wow.
And we
That's
will
neat.
remove the food the night before, so they're pretty hungry the morning we do the test. And it really works. It's very accurate, and we're really happy with the results we've gotten.
Cool. That's a neat setup right there. And you put 5 in each one.
5 in each one.
All right. And then you once you test them and all, you do the data when it comes back to you.
They'll run several replications of the experiment, and the data that we get from that will be consolidated into a database. Yeah, this is just a data recording form. It'll be consolidated into a database. They send the data over to me, I analyze it, and we're able to create charts that show how well the different repellent formulations do. We do a lot of commercial repellent testing, but also a lot of experimental repellents that haven't come on the market yet or anything like that.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, I want to thank y'all so much for your time and for sharing all this information with our viewers, because we have a lot of outdoorsmen out there that are always trying to protect themselves and want to go fishing and hunting or walking and all. And I know I'm gonna come back later on and ask you guys maybe what do y'all use when y'all go out. But I'm gonna put you on the spot now. But I want to thank you so much for sharing this, and we're gonna get back and do some more of this with you guys. Thank y'all.
Good. Thank you. Our pleasure.
All right. Well, it's summer afternoon. I'm gonna try to hook up on a fishing trip with Bill Allen and Mark Howard. We're going with Michael. We're gonna go on one boat today. We got 3 boats out here. We're gonna end up going with one. So I want you to look at the color of the water.
Coach, how are you?
Sea colored. All right, guys, how we doing?
We're good, Coach.
We're going after them today.
We are, man. We're going to catch them today, man.
What's our game plan?
Well, we wanted to wait till the wind started blowing real good.
And we want to wait till the clouds start coming up.
That's exactly
okay.
right.
All right.
The wind starts blowing, that's where we're going.
Michael, how you doing?
Doing great.
All right. All right, now we're going to be going with 3 fishermen. We'll have Bill in the stern. Michael's already cast. Michael, you didn't wait on us, did you?
Well, we got 2 fishermen and Mark.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
2 fishermen and Mark. Mark, what are you going to fish with?
I'm going to throw this new color skitter walk. No, actually it's a mirror lure.
Yeah.
It's got put a little profile on it. I'm going to come up here in front of Michael.
All right. You see what Bill's throwing right here.
You was right there and you started running down the
Bill, what just happened?
I don't know what happened.
We saw a big splash. Michael, what happened?
I bet you got a bluefish or a Spanish or something with sharp teeth on it. Came in.
Well, it broke them off. I mean, you've thrown that lure one time, and you lost
Must
it.
like it.
Hey.
No doubt about that.
Well, I'm pretty sure that wasn't a redfish.
it wasn't.
But now Michael and I were fairly close together, and he's throwing that spoon.
Yeah.
And when I saw him come up and hit, but he must have picked mine up coming straight at the boat, and I thought he was on Michael, and by the time he got out here, he had, but that had
Well, yeah, I saw the splash. I thought
that
you
had to be a bluefish
Yeah.
or something. That wasn't a redfish.
It wasn't.
Come back here with you.
That's pretty redfish.
got it? Oh,
I got a double hookup.
oh, you got a great lady fish.
got a redfish.
What do you got?
She's dragging it.
That's a huge ladyfish.
Ladyfish over here.
Pretty redfish, Mike.
He wants a net.
I'm gonna get it.
That's a pretty fish.
Go back there.
I got it.
Got his head, buddy boy. Got his head. There we go.
There you go.
There you go.
Nice.
Good job, Michael.
Good job on the old gold spoon.
There's a bunch of them here, man.
Well, you know, we saw that little
Right
wad.
back behind us.
I got this back there 2 or 3 times. Oh, Lord, he knocked it out of the water.
You got the net.
All right, let's see. So what we got here, Michael?
26 inches.
26 inches.
Here's the tail, 26. He's actually bent. That's 26. He's fat too.
That's a nice fish there, buddy. Good job. Nice fish.
Catch his brother.
Sort of turn the color of the water.
Yeah, they're real dark now.
Uh-huh.
He's on.
There he goes. We'll catch him again.
Now that was, I don't have much of a choice. It's
All right.
a decent trout.
Bill's got one on.
I'm pretty sure that's a trout. Trout with an attitude, he hit a big plug. Was that a little red? No. Yeah,
It is a little red. Look at that.
come here, rat. Lord,
He hit that middle hook, didn't
he hit it up by the head. You
He
find
sure
a
did.
lot of times they hit the head to try to.
Michael has had one miss.
he? Good deal.
Pretty little thing.
Pretty fish.
4 spots. Got an identical one on that side.
He messed it up.
Thought that was a trout.
The school's right here. We're
There's
on
a
this
school right
school,
here.
guys.
Hold
I got
down.
I'm putting
Hold down.
I'm putting it down. Hold on.
Reel in. Get behind it. Move that way.
All right, school of red.
Yeah,
just came
boy,
on.
Michael.
Reel it now. Sorry. Go over there. Go over there. Holy cow.
Don't you let him whip you.
We drifted right up on it. Bill, you got the net for it?
Well, I don't think I should, but I
I'll
will.
get it. I can get it.
No, Michael, you fight.
Oh, you get the fish. We'll get
I
the net.
got it.
We got the net.
I guess I will.
We drifted right up on that school.
After he stole my fish, I guess I'll net it for him. You gonna catch that fish? I can tell you right now, you need to loosen that drag a little bit. Get his head up.
Nice,
boy.
nice red.
We drifted right into that school of fish.
He's grunting at me. Gotta get him out.
You got it? All right.
Big old one now. Let's see it.
Winston, you got to watch him now.
I got it.
Crafty devil.
Michael needs some help catching these fish now.
Well, you know,
Seems like everybody but one's got a redfish in the boat.
hey, I can put you on them. Y'all are going to have to catch them.
I ain't saying who.
Hey,
So
I'm
you-
willing to say it.
You're the guide, right?
You're daggone right. I put them on a school of fish twice today.
I didn't see a school of fish. I saw that.
Let me tell you,
Oh, yeah,
it may have been 20 right in front of the boat.
Yeah, I saw them. They were right
They
out there.
scattered and they hit, and right when Michael got that hit, he
Yeah.
Well, a good guide wouldn't have run right up on top
Well,
of
to be honest with you, I was trying to spook them up for y'all.
What?
Man, it was,
All right. How big is that one, Michael?
26 again.
26. That's a twin of the other one you caught.
Right.
that's a great job. Sir.
That's a good job there, buddy. Nice fish.
He's grunting at me.
Where are you, Mark?
Come straight for me, right to the bank. See it?
Yeah.
He's gone.
All right.
Good job.
We still had a lot of energy left.
Right there, Bill, behind us.
behind us?
They're behind us.
They're behind us?
Yes.
They're behind us? They're behind us?
Michael, tell me that first red, what'd you catch them on?
I caught it on a gold aqua dream spoon.
Okay.
3/8 ounce.
And this one right here?
And this is a mirror lure, She-Dog Junior. And both of them I had Procure on. That's the key to everything.
You got that Procure, huh?
These fish are definitely working that bank. The wind is keeping that bait blown up this way.
Yeah.
That wind really kept the tide from moving as much as it was supposed to.
Yeah,
Pushing it in
not
here.
much.
Michael just spotted those out there and cast right in them.
Michael, you got to get it in there. Get my way.
Mark, you got them?
Not Michael's high? No.
You want it?
All right.
All right.
Good job, Mark.
Well, I tell you, Bill, they're still right there.
Y'all have spotted them, hadn't you?
Yeah. Here, hop in with Pop in this one. Mike, that's a great job, son, spotting those fish.
Yeah.
Let's measure this little baby.
Let's see what it is. Let me see.
That's a little one.
Yes.
21.
That was 21.
Yeah.
Yep. There he goes. Good job.
Good job, Dad. Finally got one.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.